brought them to the Yale Club in New York City, and we did a workshop called Options and Opportunities, where we brought our clients, potential clients, and had Don Kaufman give a presentation rather than us give a presentation. And what it did was add, an instant level of credibility that there were really experienced people dealing with this issue. Two, it said we can do it. It's not something that everyone needs to do, but it is a strategy. So what it did was allow us to get through the client issues that is your issue, and with only a limited amount of experience, how do I know that you can handle this for my portfolio and other people's portfolio at the same time?
Great. Yeah, good. So let's go from really a pre-implementation phase to now we're ready to go. Your clients are on board, they understand the benefits, the drawbacks, and so forth. So talk a little bit about what strategies, maybe Mark K, this is for you, but what strategies did you initially employ after the Options Market Center workshop? What were some of your biggest challenges? And then, maybe more importantly, what opportunities came as a result of utilizing these strategies?
Sure. We started with covered calls and then the short call vertical spreads, and that was working well for our clients. Did have a client quite concerned about his portfolio, so we looked at some protective strategies, and Steve helped put a couple of scenarios together for the client, which never, they weren't implemented simply because the premium frightened him. So he was more afraid of the premium than he was the downside risk in that case. But so those are kind of the things that we've done to date. As far as implementation, these folks walked me through every step of the way, and I introduced this to a foundation that I work with, and the two principal parties of this foundation, the president and the treasurer. Unfortunately, the treasurer is an investment advisor. When I introduced this subject, they were very intrigued by this, and they were in favor of moving forward. Now, there were a couple of reasons I wanted to do it. I had a great long-standing relationship with them, and I wasn't worried about losing them if I didn't introduce this topic. But I only managed half of the money, and my goal was to get the other half from the other advisor. So I wanted to do something that the other guy wasn't. So I introduced this topic, and without me asking, they said, "This is going to require more effort on your part, isn't it?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "Well, we probably need to pay you more." Now, how many of you out there don't want to hear your clients say, "Shouldn't we be paying you more for what they're providing us?" And so it didn't take me long to put together a new fee agreement and get it over to them for signature. I didn't want them thinking about it too long. And the first trades that we placed, we actually placed it on April 30th for this account. And the market dropped precipitously on that first 9 days of May, 8 days, I guess, of May. And I'm looking at their account thinking, well, rather than wait to 10 days from expiration, I'm wondering what it would cost me to unwind this at this point. Well, it was well within the parameters, and so I sold them out, made a nice profit for them, didn't like what was available right at that time, and within 24 hours got them back in. 9 days later, the market dropped again precipitously, got them out. So here we are, 19 days. I got them in and out and made them a nice profit. So now I understand that that's not the norm, but it's sure a great way to start with a new client.